Our first author in today's book club has plenty of experience with the importance of reading books as a former teacher and reading specialist. It's actually what led her to write this children's book. Please welcome author Holly Schmidt. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
This is such a great topic. Reading is so important for everybody, especially the little ones. What inspired you to write No Go?
Well, as a first grade teacher and a reading specialist in Northside, I had lots of opportunities to see the impact and the importance of reading aloud to our kids. It's one of the things that really impacts their success, not only in reading, but in school. Sure. So I wanted to make sure that I did that as well, that I was putting a book out there that was going to be something that would make an impact on their reading success.
And you want it to be kind of like a go-to, like all those children's books we grew up reading, the Caterpillar one.
Well, so it's very interesting because you see the little ones, they often will pick a book that they like and they make you read it over and over again. Those books like Brown Bear, yes. Hungry Caterpillar, Where's Spot? And there's a reason that they pick those books to read over and over again. It's because those kids have text they have pictures and illustrations that support the text, right? They have patterns, they're fun to read. And so all of those things make those kids want to read those books over and over again. And so when your little ones ask you to read that book again and again, go for it, do it. Because what reading aloud does for kids, and this is proven, that reading aloud improves concentration, which is a big thing right now that we're trying to improve concentration with kids. It fosters imagination. It builds the parent-child bond. You're sitting there in the lap and you're reading, you're building that bond with your child. You are increasing their vocabulary and their general knowledge. I always tell people, little books build big brains.
I love that. It's that simple too, though. And a lot of children may be shy or they are struggling to read. So what do you think helps them? Just continuing to practice?
I think getting them books that they're interested in. Not every kid is the same kid. Like what my daughter liked to read was not what my son liked to read. So finding those books that interests them, but also finding books that are fun for them to read. Finding books that make them feel like a successful reader. Is there a pattern to the story? Is this a topic that they know about? You want those to be good experiences, because what I've seen is that when kids love to read, they read. And when they read, they get better at reading, which again makes them feel like a reader, and it starts the whole cycle of success. And that starts very, very young. My books, I have one that is a board book, is for the littlest ones, like a 1 and 2, 3-year-old. It's a little bit shorter because those attention spans aren't quite as long. And then I have a book that's more like your very first readers. It's a little bit longer in length, but both of them have those patterns and pictures that help those little guys feel successful at reading.
Holly, thank you for all this information. I know we have a lot of mamas at home with the little ones, and so this is very helpful. You have an excerpt to share with us out of your book as well.
I do. So every kid loves to say no, right?
And adults sometimes.
And adults too. And that was my point of this book, is there are some things that reasons we tell kids no, right? There are some things that we tell them no for their safety. So this book kind of looks at things that we tell kids no, and some things we tell no. Some are very relatable and some are silly. But draw on the wall, no, no, no. Draw a picture, go, go, go. Hug a porcupine, no, no, no. Hug mom and dad, go, go, go.
So sweet. Where can people purchase your book?
So my book is at the Twig Bookshop, which is at the Pearl, which if you haven't been, please make sure you go check out all the wonderful books.
So many local artists are there. I love that.
Oh my goodness, so it's awesome. And it's also on Amazon.
Well, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
This is a wonderful topic that we get to share with our audience. And congratulations, this is very neat.
Thank you, thank you so much.
Kristen is actually with someone that you know.
Yes, we taught at Fernandez Elementary together.
Oh my gosh, wonderful. Well,
Love
Kristen,
it.
I'm excited.
Yeah, well, Roma, our next author is bringing her real life experience from the classroom right to your child as well through an educational book inspired to help little ones cope with a range of emotions. Please welcome author Pamela Bisang. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to be here.
Thanks for joining us this morning. Now tell me, what inspired Sammy's best/worst days?
Well, I'm a retired special education teacher, and I was in a behavior unit for 26 years, and was always looking for ways to teach and have the kids learn social skills, to work on those behaviors, because my kids, until they were ready they got their behaviors under control. They were in my setting, and to get back into the regular ed setting, we had to concentrate on social skills.
I love it. So you're really just using all your hands-on experience and you're bringing it to the kids. Now, correct me, this is a kid's book, right? And
yes.
And how does it help kids who are kind of dealing with emotions, and how does that kind of play out in your book?
I think a lot of times that the kids don't know what to do when you can't regulate their emotions, and so we have to come up with things that they can do, strategies they can use, and so that's what inspired me to write the book.
Now, tell me about some of the strategies you might expect in this book.
Some being able to take deep breaths when you're upset, or to ignore. A lot of kids try to get other kids upset and using that, and just doing other things to calm themselves down.
I love it. Now, special needs is such an important topic. Why did you find it so important to bring it to a book and bring it to life for kids?
Well, I tell you what, I was reading a book with one of my students. It was a social story about anger, and when I got through, it was like, wow, I want to write a book about this, because I think social skills are so needed when kids just have trouble regulating their emotions.
That's amazing. Now, for our viewers at home, I know parents are definitely interested in this. You're actually going to give us a little piece of your book today, correct?
Sure.
Awesome. So where do we start?
Okay. My name is Sammy Capers, and I've just one thing to say. I should have crawled back into bed to avoid this rotten day. It started when I woke up as I got out of my bed, when my oldest brother Jeffrey hit me right upside the head.
I love it. Definitely a very easy read for the kiddos at home. Now, for people that are interested in this book and this resource, where can they go?
Amazon.
Awesome. So they just go straight to Amazon, and it's Sammy's worst/best days
ever.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
thank
Pamela.
you.
We appreciate your time today. Well, be sure to stick around, because after the break,